Hello everyone, this is Blue Thunder Fan Racing, and this is the PWRL Sony IndyCar series. Today we are at Atlanta for today's running of the Papyrus 500. Papyrus is, of course, the same great group, is the same great company that made this game. Anyway, let's take a look at our starting lineup. Starting on the pole is Taylor Acosta, and starting next to her is her brother and championship contender Ryan Acosta. Row 2 is Jasmine Acosta and Tony Blazer. So the whole podium consists of the Acostas in this series. And starting next to Acosta is Tony Blazer. Row 3 is Chris Rickenbaugh and Tyler Manson. Row 4 is Zachary Robinson and Dion Scott. And rounding out the top 10 is Max Skinner and Maxwell Vady. 38 car field, looking to get green. Here is the rest of the starting lineup. Oh, someone's having problems on the. Someone's broken down. There he is. That's Mackenzie. No, that's a lady. It's Mackenzie Hopkins in the 68. Mackenzie Hopkins has broken down before the start. What a tough break for Mackenzie Hopkins. She's not gonna be able to get going. She's not gonna be able to take the start here at Atlanta. What a tough break. That happened really fast. Let's see how fast they can get that fixed. Pace car dives for pit road. Uh-oh. And we're green, but something's not right there. Something's not right back there. Oh, no, wrong one. Around the Dale Coin cars, things do not look right there. And it's going to be Jasmine Acosta leading the first lap. Chris Rickenbaugh moves into second place. Taylor Acosta has now dropped back to third. And she's now going to drop to fourth as Zachary Robinson goes for the third spot. And no, Acosta holds on the third. The championship contender Ryan Acosta is moving backwards. Where are our other championship contenders? Joseph Clark. He is also not going in the right direction. And what about Zach Buchanan? He is so all three of our championship contenders are going backwards. You see Buchanan. Well, Jasmine Acosta is kind of a long shot for the championship, and however, she could get right back in this thing if she has a great day here today. And yeah, there we go. There's the leaderboard. Mackenzie Hopkins never took the start. Right now, Taylor Acosta actually has the fastest lap. Ryan Acosta looking to fight back and gain some positions. Currently in 7th. Well, now he's going to take 6th. There's Jeffrey Finguy. He's back this week after his injuries. After his injuries in the Truck Series race at Detroit a few weeks ago. There's T.O. Bain. Oh, wow, T.O. Bain gets a good run off that corner. T.O. Bain is currently in the 9th position. He is looking pretty fast. There's a look at Rhett Yates. Let's take a look at Rhett Yates. The driver who won Mallory Park in controversial fashion, turning Zach Buchanan, who was leading the race on the final turn, and that earned him a one-race suspension. And the officials slapped him with a one-race suspension for that move. but I don't think he cared because well, he still gets a win, so who cares? Yates is having a pretty solid run. There's Joseph Clark, who's now in 13th, championship leader. Zach Buchanan is his closest rival. Buchanan is now moving towards the front, although he is behind the Clark. He is in 16th, I believe. Yeah, 16th place. Ryan Acosta is in 4th, although he's about to drop to 5th. He's challenged by Tyler Manson, and no, Acosta holds him off. And of course, Jasmine Acosta continues to lead right now. It's a Acosta 1-2. There's a lot more action in the rear, but it seems these cars are actually able to get a good run off the outside. Here's a look at Kevin Ulrich, our Mosport winner, not doing very well at all. This has been a very disappointing race for Kevin Ulrich. Running in 32nd place there, again, our Mosport winner. Not very fast here. There's Richard Johnson, who has had a horrible season. I know he's looking for a different ride next season. There's Jack Nathan. He's also had a tough season. Here's Thomas Migacook. Migacook had a great start to the season, but somewhere around Mosport, but really in this series, sometime around Mosport, Migacook's really just fallen off the radar, and he's continuing, and he's not really showing a whole lot here today. Currently in 26th. And how did Tony Blazer get back here? Blazer started 4th, and I don't know how this happens. It seems on all these intermediate track races, Blazer qualifies in the top 5, but then drops to about the 20s, and he's done it again. And he's done it again. He's dropped from 4th to he's done it again. He's dropped from 4th to 21st. Here's Maxwell Vady. He's had a lot of bad luck this season. He just doesn't seem to have the best car in the world here today, but he's not doing that bad. 20th place is a solid run. Here's Emilio Navarra, your rookie of the year leader. He is currently in the 18th position. He is not the highest ranked of the rookies. Oh wow, Zach Buchanan's caught up, has gained a lot of ground, but here's the highest ranked of the rookies, Kyle Cisnowski in a number 66. Cisnowski, he's had a little bad luck, but he has a lot of speed in that number 66 car. Watch out for Kyle Cisnowski, as he's going to be very fast. He is currently running in the 14th position, it appears. Pretty solid day so far. He's looking very fast. Buchanan looks pretty fast too, along with Rhett Yates and Brandon Bain. Joseph Clark's now in the top 10. Todd Dayton's moved to the top 10. There's Rickenbaugh, Rob Thomas, Tyler Manson. Here's Max Skinner, and Ryan Acosta's taking a lead. Championship contender leads that lap. I'm sorry I've been talking about a lot of drivers that aren't really running at the front. That's because it's kind of getting boring at the front. And we're actually pretty far into this race now. Almost halfway. We could be thinking about pit stops soon. Jasmine Acosta is getting challenged by Taylor Acosta. Oh, Max Skinner making it free wide for second. And it seems the middle groove is it seems that these cars, the middle groove is the best line here around Atlanta. And Acosta gets front up the track a little. Jasmine Acosta in the 10 is fighting for Jasmine Acosta in the 10 is fighting for this championship. Her teammate Joseph Clark is the championship leader. Her brother Ryan Acosta is also a championship contender. Oh, Taylor Acosta into the barriers. Rob Thomas, Acosta, there they go, down into the wall. And that's going to ruin the good races for Rob Thomas and Taylor Acosta. Two drivers who can't catch a break this season could find tough luck again here in Atlanta. Rob Thomas has had a lot of bad luck. For some time, due to his Truck Series antics, he was put on probation. And actually, in qualifying at Maori Park, I remember, he turned somebody into the pit lane and caused a pretty severe crash. But that was in qualifying a long time ago at Maori Park. He's since cleaned up his act, but he still has a lot of tough luck, and there you go. Now, Taylor Acosta has honestly been like the reject of the year. Due to her bad luck, Taylor Acosta has kind of been like the reject of the year. She qualified so well. This is her third pole, but it seems every time bad luck manages to find its way and ruin Taylor Acosta's day, and it just happened again. Tough break for Taylor Acosta. We're gonna take a break from the live action to take a look at what happened. Well, I can tell you for sure, these two are not going to be very happy if Chris Rickenbaugh. Watch Rickenbaugh at number 8, that blue and silver car and orange, as he comes diving down into Rob Thomas, takes Thomas and Taylor Acosta into the wall. Chris Rickenbaugh slides up the track. I think he almost makes contact with Rob Thomas. Thomas actually almost spins, but doesn't. And that's what happened. But look down here. Watch the 37 of Zach Buchanan. Buchanan lost a lot of speed in this incident. Lost a lot of speed trying to avoid this. And wow, look at Kyle Sosnowski thread the needle. That looked really cool. Let's get back to the live action. We are back live now. No cautions yet. Gonna be approaching green flag pit stops here on lap 22 out of 49. This race has kind of been a snooze fest, but we have gotten some pretty exciting moments to liven it up. And Joseph Clark now up to 5th. We're starting to get that point where Jasmine Acosta and Ryan Acosta are kind of in danger of not gaining points on the points leader. Joseph Clark right now is my favorite to win this championship. Also, Brandon Bain here having a great day. He's going to take 6th away from Todd Nathan, it appears. Sure is. Brandon Bain could actually become a Brandon Bain could actually have a shot at the championship. He is not out of it yet. And Max Mikacook coming into the pit lane in the back along of two of the Mikacooks coming to the pit lane in the back. Green flag pit stops looking to begin. When are we gonna get mass pit stops? When are the leaders gonna come in? Where's the lead? Well, right now the leaders are coming in on lap number 24. While Costa stayed out and took lap 25, put lap 25 on the board. Looks like Charles Sanford may be staying out. There's Taylor Acosta. What a tough break that was for Taylor Acosta. We're going to see what she's doing. And there goes Acosta. Jasmine Acosta. Chris Rickenbaugh. People aren't going to be too happy with him. Ryan Acosta comes in the pit lane. He stayed out. And Acosta is being held in her pit stall, probably to repair that damage. I think Rob Thomas may have been held in this pit stall for a little bit too, but Taylor Acosta appears to have a lot more damage. There goes Ryan Acosta, and I think he had to check up a little to avoid hitting Taylor Acosta. There goes Acosta. Here's Ryan Acosta, and there goes Joseph Clark underneath! And wow, look at that guy up there! Who's that? That's Aaron Williams! He makes a good move! And look at Zach Buchanan! Buchanan flies to the outside! Max Skinner led that lap! I think pit stops have just cycled out. Wow, that was a really cool move there. But remember what I said? Well, there you go. At this point, Zach Buchanan and Ryan Acosta are both losing points to Joseph Clark. Well, actually, due to the lap he led, I don't know if Ryan Acosta is losing points. And well, actually, no, not anymore. Buchanan goes underneath Clark, and actually, I think due to the bonus points, Acosta is gaining a little bit on Joseph Clark, and he now passes the 9. Let's get back up to the front, where our new leader is Max Skinner. Max Skinner has done pretty good. Also, Jasmine Acosta, good pit stop. She's in second. Brandon Bain is in third. After a good stop for him, Todd Nathan is in fourth. Fifth is Dion Scott. Rob Thomas is still in this group, but now instead of being sixth, he is a lap down. Sixth is Aaron Williams. Seventh is Zach Buchanan. Eighth, Ryan Acosta. Ninth, Tyler Manson. And 10th is Joseph Clark. Here we got 11th place, Chris Riggenbaugh. 12th place, Rhett Yates. 13th, Mark Migacook. 14th, Thomas Migacook. 15th, Maxwell Vady, 16th, Teo Bain, 17th, Inman J, 18th, Kyle Sosnowski, 19th, Emilio Navarrete, and Kevin Ulrich now rounds out the top 20. It doesn't look like we're gonna be getting any cautions today, so we're gonna get some good green flag racing throughout the whole race here. The only retiree being Mackenzie Hopkins, who never took the start as she had header issues before the green flag even flew. Also, Tony Blazer, how does he do it? He keeps qualifying in the top 5 and somehow drops to the 20s, and now he's in the low 20s. Where is he? He's in 20. He's dropped from 4th to 27th. Another disappointment for Tony Blazer. And actually, I believe Tony Blazer is actually the. Actually, my bad. I believe Tony Blazer is actually the Rookie of the Year leader. Yeah. So please excuse what I said earlier. I believe Tony Blazer, I believe, is actually the Rookie of the Year leader. Jasmine Acosta is taking the lead away from Max Skinner, approaching 10 laps to go. We're getting pretty close to 10 laps to go. We have less than 20 laps remaining in this race. And Skinner's looking to get back underneath the 10 and get the lead back. And at AJ Foyt Enterprises car, driving for the American racing superstar AJ Foyt. I'd say Skinner's done a good job, although earlier in the season he had a lot of bad luck, but as of now I'd say he's recovered. Skinner's now recovered pretty solidly from that bad luck earlier in the season. Speaking of bad luck, that one time in a season, Brandon Bain, at one time in a season for all 3 of my main series, Brandon Bain was the king of bad luck, but he has turned it around big time. Of course, Brandon Bain has gotten another win this series. He's made a comeback in the points. He's gotten a Retro Series win, and well, the Truck Series was really the only series where he wasn't having a lot of bad luck in. So he continues to do well. He continues to perform well in that series. Looks like Max Migacook could be getting put a lap down before this is over. Max Migacook has been pretty slow all season. He just doesn't seem to have a whole lot of speed in his car. Charles Sanford, there he is, in the 33rd position. Sanford does not Sanford is not seeming to be getting the hang of these open wheel cars, as he has continued to struggle. As in both races he's run so far for this team, he has struggled. There's Mason Wood. Well, no, Taylor Costa is probably the unluckiest driver of the season. However, I would say that Mason Wood is the reject. Of the year, with 7 DNFs and an overall lack of speed there too. I'd say that Mason Wood is the reject of the year in the IndyCar series. Who knows? Maybe he can get a good result. Maybe he can still manage to get a good result. Although I'm done with that. Let's look. We're gonna be at the business end of the field for the rest of this one. And I see the 76 up there. Max Mickelcook is gonna be going a lap down before this is over. Next time by, there will be 10 laps remaining. Max Skinner trying to close in on Jasmine Acosta. Could Max Mickelcook play a factor? He's going to be put a lap down here pretty soon. 10, here we go, 10 laps to go. Fastest lap of the race goes to Rhett Yates. Yeah, if you want to know how slow if you want to know what Mickelcook's been slow, there you go. He's had the slowest pace of any driver in this race. Nine laps to go now. Acosta appears to be pulling away from Max Skinner. And there's Max Mickelcook. And Mickelcook holds up the 10 a little bit. Acosta now trying to get around the 76. There she goes, around Max Mickelcook. 8 laps to go now. Max Skinner, though, he has no issues with Mickelcook. That's probably going to gain him time on Jasmine Acosta. Max Skinner had no issues, while Jasmine Acosta did have issues, so that's going to hurt Jasmine Acosta and help out Max Skinner. Although Acosta is now pulling away from Skinner again. 7 to go now. Max Mickelcook slides up the racetrack. Here's Ryan Acosta trying to get past Joseph Clark for fifth. Two championship contenders right there. Where Zach Buchanan is now losing points to Joseph Clark. He is in the 10th position. He's doing good, but he's not doing good enough to gain points on Joseph Clark. Also, Rob Thomas appears to have fixed that damage, or at least to the point that he is on the pace, because he is hanging in with these guys, although he is still 36th, 1 lap down. Although at least he's ahead of Taylor Acosta, who cannot catch a break this season. And Jasmine Acosta continues to pull away as she finds a way around the lap car of Daniel Hummel. Hummel's pretty slow, but he does not pose much of a problem for Acosta. Charles Sanford's next on the hit list. I don't know if he'll get put a lap down. He might. 4 laps to go now. Ryan Acosta has passed to Joseph Clark for the 5th position. Clark is now down to 7th. Now for turn number 4 again. Jasmine Acosta will now take will now take 3 laps to go. Acosta looking for her 3rd win of the season. I don't quite remember. I can't quite recall the track where she got her 1st win of the season at, but she got her 2nd win in the biggest race of the season, the Indianapolis 500. She could tie Brandon Bain for the most wins in a season. If she wins this race, she'll tie Brandon Bain for the most wins in a season with 3. Acosta now takes 2 laps to go. 1.5 as she goes on the backstretch. She is home free. Max Skinner is more than a full second behind and losing ground. Ryan Acosta trying to hold off Joseph Clark there. I think Acosta will pull it off and gain points in the valuable points in the championship. Also, I do not think Charles Sanford will be a factor. White flag is in the air for Jasmine Acosta. Can she do it? This race has been all nothing but green flag racing. And now off of turn 3, now off of turn 4, Jasmine Acosta will tie Brandon Bain for the most wins in the Sony IndyCar Series as she will win in Atlanta. Great rate. This race showed that these drivers can go green flag racing, as this was nothing but green flag racing. Congratulations to Jasmine Acosta. 2nd is Max Skinner. 3rd, Brandon Bain. 4th is Ryan Acosta. 5th, Joseph Clark. Ryan Acosta gains a little in the championship. I don't think that's gonna be enough for the points lead. 6th is Rhett Yates. 7th, Dion Scott. 8th is Todd Nathan. 9th, Tyler Manson, and 10th is Zach Buchanan. That was some good green flag racing. And congratulations to Jasmine Acosta. And well, that's all we've got. Here comes results and standings. You've been watching a production of the Pro World Racing League, where real racing happens. See you next time.